Hey guys, today I'm going to show you 3 different really cute crafts that you can do using fabric paint. I'm going to regret that. I have a bunch of this stuff laying around, literally, from making squishies, so I figured let's see what other kinds of crafts we can do with it. If you end up making any of these crafts yourself, make sure you tag me on Instagram, or if you want to get featured in the next video, send me a picture of your craft through email, and of course I'll put my email in the description for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm using Tulip brand fabric paint. I have a matte version and the slick version, but there really wasn't a huge difference in how they looked in the end, so you can use either. Then I've got a pencil and eraser, different size paint brushes and toothpicks for details, some sort of plastic paint palette, paper towels and water, and of course what you will be painting on. And for the first thing I'm going to show you, it's these mini tote bags. These are pretty small, but they're really cheap, so you can get a bunch and go crazy doing all kinds of different designs. So I started by sketching my design really lightly with a pencil. You want to make sure not to make super dark marks because the paint is kind of see-through and you don't want to be able to see that in the end. You can use an eraser to correct any mistakes, but be careful. If you rub too hard, the fabric will start to rub away also and get all messed up and ugly, and yeah, so just be gentle if you have to erase. I am going to be using paint straight from the bottle, and it is this glitter matte paint, which is really pretty. And then I just went for it. I just used a small paintbrush to paint the design in, and this paint that I'm using is quite a bit more watery than most fabric paint that I'm used to, but it still worked really well, and the colors came out really bright and vibrant, so it's all good, it's all good. Once I was done with that first coat, I just let it dry, and one of the things I don't like about these bags is the handles. They're really obnoxiously white and it clashes with the cream color of the bag, so I decided to paint them. I just used the same blue paint that I used on the front, and this part did get a little messy. I tried to use a paper towel underneath to minimize the mess a little bit, but I still ended up getting paint all over my hands. Then, because I'm impatient, I used a blow dryer to speed up the drying process, and doing this, the paint dried in about 30 seconds. So then I flipped the bag over and painted the inside of the straps as well, including the place where the straps attached to the bag, because, you know, we can't have that part left unfinished. That just would not look good. And finally, I went back and finished off my design with a little black outline using a toothpick. And voila, here's the finished bag, which is super cute and bright and cheerful looking, and I love it. And I also did a couple other designs, so here's the footage from this little hamburger bag I did. I just used the regular slick fabric paint and I mixed my own colors for this one. And this one has to be my favorite. I'm really happy with the amount of detail I was able to get. What I did was I painted the light part, blow dried it, painted the darker areas, blow dried it, and then went in and painted the shadows, and it made it super easy to get that blendy look. And I also went in and added some little speckles of color around the background to make it look more interesting, and painted the straps pink to match. The next craft I'm going to do is some DIY tennis shoes. As you can see, I started with some plain white tennis shoes and took the laces out so they wouldn't get in the way. I decided on a pastel color scheme, so I mixed white with each color of the rainbow. I used a circle stencil to make perfectly shaped polka dots, and I drew those on very lightly with a pencil. Once I had all my polka dots drawn, I went ahead and started painting them with each color of the rainbow. You can, count the number of polka dots you have and divide it up by how many colors you have to get the perfect amount of each color, but me no likey math, so I was just winging it, and I did end up having to do 2 coats of each color to make them pop a little bit more. But once I was done, I let them dry for a full day and then threw the shoes in the washing machine to get rid of any extra pencil lines, and bam, here is the finished product. Super unique, and I really love the colors and how these turned out. And the final craft I made is using these really adorable mini jars. Again, they're really cheap, so I got a set of them so that I could do multiple designs. I used glow-in-the-dark fabric paint this time, and it's really cool. If you stay till the end of the video, you can see how they glow. It's awesome. I ended up doing really simple designs on these, so I just painted straight from the bottle and then used a toothpick to clean up the edges. The great thing about these is that if you make a mistake, you can easily wipe it off with a paper towel. I just did some shapes and lines and I was done. I was done with these pretty quickly. I made a set of 4 of these and I think that they are super cute together. And so we have these amazing little mini tote bags, which are great for gifts, goodie bags, or to use as organizers. I mean, come on, even my cat loves them. I also made these awesome DIY shoes, which are really cute, and they're great if you love having one-of-a-kind accessories to wear, to have customized to fit your personality. And finally, I made this set of 4 little jars, which are super cute for room decor, and an added bonus is that they glow in the dark, and they look so cool. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what other crafts you would like to see, and don't forget to email me a picture if you do any of these crafts yourself, and I would love to feature you in my next video. Bye!